All right, SOFI update here on the 16th. In this video, I'm going to go over short-term scenarios. I'm going to go over long-term scenarios, and then I'm also going to show how it matches up with the overall market. So let's start off with the overall market here. I think that the overall market, I think max pain is still higher. I think that higher is the way that this is going to play out. Why do I think that? I just think that the setup, going over this, I think that we are still going to at least like 670. So that's another like 5% higher, basically. You do have some bearish divergence going on right here. And so you can see how that would play out right here. I am expecting a dip next week, but I don't know how big. If it doesn't play out down to 620, you're probably looking at something smaller. You're looking at just like that. But if we get the bearish divergence playing out here, you can see something all the way back down here to 620, potentially down here to 600. That's not out of the question. That would flush out a lot of people that are long. And I'm expecting it to be a very, very short flush. I'm not expecting this to be like a long, drawn-out correction. I'm expecting, if it happens, to be like a couple-day flush. And after that flush, we just melt up again. Either way, it doesn't really matter if it comes down here to 600, 620, or if it's a very shallow dip. Either way, I think we go higher. On the dollar, I also expect the dollar to continue to go down to the low 90s. So overall market going higher, dollar going lower. What is that going to do to stock prices? That's going to make them go higher. So now we get to SOFI. And let's just go over the count. So previously I said this could be a wave 5 right here. But based on what I just showed you on the overall market and the dollar, I think it's unlikely that this is a wave 5, actually. I think that this is actually 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. And then we get this move into earnings. So A, B, C, A, B, earnings pop, sell off. I think that's an expanded flat right there. And I think more than likely, well, not more than likely, it can be either one. This is a fourth wave or an A wave right here. That's 4 or A. So what does that mean? That means we're either in a fifth wave higher or we're in a B wave. Of those two, I would lean towards this being a B wave. So I would lean towards this being potentially topped right here at 24.51. It could end up going like this though too. There's no telling. Could go like this and then we come down like that. But I would lean towards one more dip down here to probably 20, 21 bucks. And if that happens, you're going to want to buy the dip because that's going to end up being a wave 4. So either wave 4 ends here or we are in a B wave and it's A, B, C, and the fourth wave ends here. What happens either way? We go higher. So if we're already in that fifth wave, we go higher. It would have to be a diagonal in that case. So basically what I'm saying is buy the dip if we come down here to 20 to 21 bucks. If it continues to go higher, then you're probably going to want to start taking profit if you're trading between 25 and 30 bucks. If we take wave 1, put it at the bottom of wave 4, if we've already started that, the minimum target would be 26.75. If we take wave 3, put it at the bottom of wave 4, the max target, or it doesn't have to be the max, but another target would be 30.55. So basically, I'm saying that regardless of what happens we're going to go up into this area more than likely. 25 to 30 bucks. It's possible it goes higher too. That's just a projection based on how long wave 1 was and how long wave 3 was. So that is my short-term projection. What does this mean for the long term? It doesn't really change that much, but it does make it more likely that this is a nested wave 3 if we hit up here to 2671, because I had said in previous videos the 1.61 fib is at 26 bucks. So if we hit that area, that's going to make it a lot more likely that this is a nested wave 3, 4, and 5 like that, instead of being an overall wave 5. So I'll go ahead and draw those up real quick. So these are the possibilities. From there, we would go that, or this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if that's the case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, pull back for the fourth, and get a fifth wave higher. So basically, we're in the end of a fifth wave, or we're only in wave 3 of 3, ending around this area. So wave 3 of 3 or the overall wave 5 are the two options I see. And then on the short term, I see us as wave 4 ended right here, or we're about to end wave 4 on a swift pullback, probably not going to last that long, and then we just melt up higher from there. So in summary, I expect 25 to 30 bucks as being the overall top for this wave right here. And then from there, we'll find out, is this wave 3 of 3, or is that overall wave 5, and we come back down here to probably the mid-teens. So that's all I got for today. Look for higher prices, look for higher in SPY, look for lower in the dollar, and look for higher in SOFI. But next week, you might get a 2 to 3% pullback first. All right, that's it. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates, and I'll catch you in the next video.